I feel like we've gone back 50 years when it comes to how we're supposed to be treating our workers. And I think that the public utility companies are hiding behind these contractors to have a second class of workers. Instead of holding them to the same standard that they do their workers, they have a contractor that comes off and treats them like second-class citizens.
Workers themselves who then go and actually move the gas lines or electric lines, those workers under, through their utility companies and under regulation to protect utility workers are covered by a range of health and safety protections, and the workers here at USIC and the workers behind us should be covered by no less. But again, if USIC is not going to do it, if the utility companies aren't going to do it, then the city council is going to have to step in.
This is probably the toughest city on earth to do utility work underground. You guys make it possible. You're keeping the city connected and you're keeping that work safe, and I thank you for that. I know you don't hear that often from New Yorkers, but you need to know how important what you do is to the future of the city. And the terms that you're working under now, the unacceptable terms, prove why subcontractors offer a dangerous loophole for employee rights. And so we are here to demand that USIC do the right thing, and I'm standing with Councilmember Lander and the Progressive Caucus, led by Antonio Reynoso and others, to say we are prepared to do what we have already done again and again and again in this council to ensure fair working conditions for workers. And we're going to do it again for you if your employer doesn't do the right thing. And you're not asking for a lot. You're simply asking for fair working conditions. And I'm here to stand with you to say you deserve decent pay, you deserve decent scheduling, and you deserve a decent leave policy.
Crazy, just something fair. And how these workers have been treated, what has been put on the table, the crumbs that has been insulting, is nothing close to a fair deal. And so many of us here today, Councilmembers Levine and Menchaca, Reynoso, Lander, myself, and other colleagues in the council have individually written letters to Rob Tallman from USIC asking him to come to the table and to treat his workers, all of you, with dignity and respect.
The workers, you all, are the backbone of the city, and the underground utilities are some of the most dangerous conditions that we have as workers in the city. The city deserves the best. Mr. Tallman has gotten his message. We need to continue to amplify that. So I hope that we get this message to everybody, because the solidarity needs to come from every corner of the city to ensure that we get what we need. We've done a lot already on on-call scheduling that needs to end. This needs to be not only fixed on the deal that should be at the table, but legally.
We also wrote letters to the head of National Grid and Mr. McAvoy from Con Edison saying the same thing. You should not be engaged with a subcontractor that brings shame to your companies by taking advantage of and abusing your work.
What I want to say is that we're going to call upon PSCG and Con Edison and National Grid to do us the favor and make sure that we don't need to pass legislation. We don't need to interfere with their work, because they stand for something much better, and they stand for something much different here in the city of New York than they would anywhere else, and give them a fair contract with fair wages. So thank you.
Thing here. There's a multinational corporation that should negotiate with these workers and provide them adequate wages, advance notice of their schedules, and worker safety and protections without legislation having. But if they're not going to do that, then this city council will, if necessary, step in.
We all agree, especially in the Progressive Caucus, that we'll be hearing this as soon as possible so we can get all the members of the Progressive Caucus, all 19 of us, to make sure we sign on to these bills of brag that speak to fighting for our workers.
Our USIC workers aren't looking to buy a yacht or a summer home in the Hamptons. They want their fair share so they can raise their families, buy a home, send their kids to good schools. I asked you to push this ball forward so our USIC workers will work with the same safety protections that other workers throughout New York City now have. And I asked USIC to get off their ass and give these guys a fair and equitable contract. Thank you.